When I first started learning astrology, I was searching all the time for resources to get my mind into these zodiac sign keywords, key ideas, key phrases, and what each zodiac sign even means, like what is the archetype. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of my insights into Cancer that you can take with you to understand the archetype of Cancer. I mean, a lot of people might not know. We all have Cancer in our charts because each zodiac sign is represented in the natal chart, and some of us have more Cancer than others. And it's really important to understand each piece of that trivial pursuit pie of the natal chart to understand what we can do to shine that facet of our diamond. So whenever the planets line up in our chart in Cancer, we also are experiencing this. So it's good for everybody to understand all the archetypes of all the zodiac signs. So first of all, what even is Cancer? Cancer is initiating energy for emotional and soul action, and it's the sign of the nurturer. It's the watery home of the moon. It's where Jupiter is exalted and Mars is in its detriment there. So Mars is not usually in a happy place when it's in watery Cancer. Cancer is an inward, growing, receptive, nurturing sign. It's the sign of the mother archetype, not just the female mother, but the concept of mothering. It's the idea of mother. I think any gender can be mother. And it can be mothering, it can be more of the nurturer. And the gift of Cancer is the intuitive realm. So wherever you have Cancer in your chart is a very intuitive spot. It could be a very sensitive spot in your life. It's a place that represents comfort and what nourishes us. One of the best gifts of Cancer is intuition. We all have it, and some of us have it more than others, depending on how much Cancer you have in your chart. It's a place where we can explore to make our intuition stronger. When we do that, we know that we're following a guide inside of us that's designed to help us. There's a balance of how to express yourself emotionally and have that validated without needing the validation. So that's sort of one of the things to work on in the Cancer area of life. When that Cancer energy is out of balance, it can lead to experiences of being put in the position of being a martyr, being somebody that gives too much, who has to mother people, like giving and caring and taking care of people to the point where you don't take care of yourself. Too much sacrifice. Cancer energy can be very sensitive. It can be a place where you can get hurt very easily because it's a sensitive spot. We have to be careful not to be too defensive in that area of life. We need to still be respectful that other people have feelings too, that our feelings are not the only feelings. So that's a balance to make between sharing our truth, our honest feelings. That's very Cancerian, deep emotions. When it's appropriate to share those emotions, when it's appropriate to need feedback, or when it's appropriate to give feedback to other people, and boundaries that may need to be made about those emotional experiences. One of the main concepts and goals, I think, for Cancer is to find a space to share vulnerability in a way that forwards safety and security and emotional health in your emotional health landscape. So wherever your Cancer is in your chart, that's the place where we can learn to be more vulnerable, to express our emotions and our sensitivities, and be also more giving and loving and accepting of other people despite their flaws. Cancer is about honing in and listening to the messages your inner emotional world is whispering to you. It's transmitting messages all the time. And a lot of the times it's very, very quiet. It's something that we don't hear loudly. And Cancer is an initiating action sign. It's a cardinal sign, and it's cardinal water. So it's this forward movement in emotions and soul action. So that's the intuition. It's quiet, it's deep, it's subtle, but it's so wise, and it's caring, and it's unconditionally looking out for you. It's drawing on subliminal things that we can't analytically see with our data-driven minds. It's instinctual. When you want to understand a sign better, it's helpful to have lists of keywords. And one book that I can recommend to you all is Astrology for Yourself. This is Demetra George and Douglas Block. This is their workbook. In the back, it has keywords. It tells you the qualities of each sign, the key phrases, the detailed information for each one. It tells you the skillful application and the unskillful application. So shadow and light, basically. A sign key phrase for Cancer is my need to give and receive emotional warmth and security. Like, that's the thesis for Cancer. I really love that. The qualities that are skillful include emotional, feeling, receptive, sensitive, vulnerable, sympathetic, and it's domestic, and it's caring, and it's maternal, and it's feeding, wants to feed, wants to make sure that you're getting all your needs met. Unskillful applications include being insecure or moody or defensive, over-emotional, non-trusting, smothering, clinging, withdrawn, grasping, stuck in the past, afraid to let go. I just think this book is great. One thing that's helpful with Cancer is to visualize calm water, immersing yourself in water. Float tanks are incredible experiences to reenact the womb environment. To really get the most of the Cancer energy, it's to pull back from the rat race, from the digital world that we live in, and feel rather than think. So a float tank, or when you go near water, some sort of meditation like that. If you want more self-nurturing Cancer activities that you can activate in your life during Cancer season or during any season, especially if you have a lot of Cancer energy in your chart. I made an entire video about it in my Zodiac activities series. I just released the Cancer, and you can access it right here and find out a lot more of the activities that you can do during this Cancer season. And I'll talk to y'all next time.